Welcome back to Elvis Fans Matter. And here we go.
All right, what is in the building next to the music room?
That was the original slot car building and trophy room. He kept his trophies and gold records and all that there, but also he had the slot car track in a big section of it.
Okay.
Is the barber shop thing
and it's right
behind it on down,
and right behind it was where he would
go and get his hair
hair done and all.
Okay. How do you think Elvis would like the modern technology, like microphones that he didn't have to stand at, maybe where he could move around better, or the clipped-on ones or the headphone ones? Do you think he would have liked something like that so he can move around a little more?
I've seen a lot of them that had that, the mouthpiece come around. I don't think he would have liked that.
You don't think he would have liked that?
But some of the others, I think he would have liked.
Like wireless, or maybe a clip one.
Yeah.
I think he kind of
he wouldn't have liked anything,
covered his face
at all.
Right. But he could have probably moved around
with one. Yeah, you don't know how much, but
I think he used the one holding one a lot in his movements. He liked that, or the one on the stand where he, he looked good with it. It did good movements with it.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, they changed. They had that big type, mic, in the earlier years and all, and then they, shortened
when
down
he recorded
technology,
in the beginning, did he, the ones that would hang down, did he use any of those when he recorded?
In a recording studio, yeah.
Okay.
A lot of it. And then, of course, too, some was upright, microphones.
Okay.
So, he changed his, technology with something new, and he would use it.
Okay. What got him, and we may have answered this before, but what got him into throwing scarves out?
Well, I think they kept a little towel like a
what do you call them?
A bath towel.
Like a sweat towel?
A face towel, towelette thing.
And, and he'd wipe his face and he'd put it around his neck. And I think some Elvis fan, when he leaned down, I think,
I'll tell you something, too, I think.
He started doing that, and then he went to scars,
Okay.
And a lot of times girls would throw their panties up on and I don't know if he thought they took them off and were wearing them or what. They wanted
He'd go, ooh la la.
They wanted him to wipe his sweat on their underwear?
Yeah.
And then throw it back?
Mm-hmm. I've seen that a lot of times.
Hey.
So they develop different color scarves.
I mean, there's bold women just like there's bold men, So.
I guess so. What's the craziest thing you've ever seen somebody do?
What?
I know the craziest thing. I know y'all said somebody mailed themselves.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well,
what's some other stuff?
We were at a concert and somebody fell out of the bleachers onto the trunk, leaning over reaching onto the trunk that we were sitting on and turned us over.
What was in the trunk? Was it just like for instruments, music stuff?
Yeah, for instruments. It was beside the stage, and we were sitting there till, and they...
Yeah. Boy, we was going down the stairs, no one almost fell on top of me, and I reaching, just trying, and I was right, he was on this side and I was on this side, and she was trying to reach all the way across.
I'll tell you one thing.
She almost fell on top of me.
I know one night we were in the car with him. I think we were coming from the movie, and I'll never forget. I'm not going to say what her name was, but they passed, they would like use for blockers, and they would like block off other people, and they pulled, and when they pulled in front of us, she was in the back window going like this, and her eyes were real wide. And he said, "Hey, dang, I'd hate to run up on that in the dark." And then we pulled in one night, and he said, I mean, they just did crazy, some of the ones that were, to the extreme, and that, they would, no, never mind. I can't tell that one.
No,
they-
you better leave
but
that
they
one alone.
did
I know what
some-
you're thinking about.
But they did some crazy stuff.
Oh, yes. yes.
Well, heck, we went out, we went home one night, and we heard something out in our storage shed. We at Graceland, we had a little metal storage, and went out there, and there was some girl up in there, hid out in our storage shed.
Wanting to, waiting for a chance to.
Get out, run to
Run to
Graceland.
I mean, but did they not
They-
think about I mean, they were going to get run off anyway, but it wasn't just like
no,
a
they
chance.
did. You might get in before you- I
You'd be
mean, one
surprised.
hit up under the pink Cadillac one time. Crawled
Crawled
up
on the
under that
pavement.
sucker, the
on the
pavement.
pavement up under
and,
there.
and waiting for a chance, and I mean,
I mean, just to
get to see him,
Just to see
or
him.
maybe get in the house.
That's how much they loved him.
They
though. I
loved
don't
Elvis
think
that
it was
much.
anybody.
I mean, it wasn't anything like criminal or nothing.
No,
it was
they
just
they wouldn't have
No.
hurt him for nothing,
They just
They just wanted the chance to see him, and touch
the girl
him.
that he said that about that was like this in the back of the car. She was actually, he wasn't meaning it in a bad way, but he was just going by the way she was doing. But you'd be surprised.
I mean, stuff, tickled him, and he naturally.
It was funny
It
to
was
him.
was funny, but he didn't mean them in a mean way.
he loved it.
But
though.
he loved it, Right. He'd
He
see him
did
do
love
all
it.
kind of crazy stuff.
He aggravated them and teased them on the way. I know that one night we were going to the movie, and he had been pouring water back and forth to one of the guys, with dashing water on their car, and they poured it back. Well, they went on ahead, and another car went by, and when we pulled up beside them, Elvis said, fill this glass up, and so he could throw it good. So I think it was Linda. I'm pretty sure it was Linda. She did, and he reached over and poured it on their windshield, and they were like, "What?" It was not the same people. And Billy said, "Elvis, I guess you know
Car
this.
was the same color.
That's not the same people." That he went, "Well, they ought not be out this time of night anyway." But they just sat there like, "What the hell just happened?" And he just took off. Said, "They ought not be out this time of night."
He was embarrassed though.
Well,
In a way,
kind
it
of,
was.
yeah. He liked his
But it
little,
was their fault. It wasn't his.
yeah, it wasn't his. They shouldn't have been out.
Over in the morning like that, it's just not natural.
Earlier, well, I say earlier. By the time this airs, it'll be end of June, beginning of July. However, back at the end of May, I'm going from really high note down to a low note, but back at the end of May,
Yeah.
there were a string of
Way down.
tornadoes.
The what?
A string of tornadoes that went through Texas, Oklahoma, and Arkansas, and we have a follower that is a fellow YouTuber that's from the Whitehaven and South Haven area. But she said if we could mention her daughter Jessica and give prayers. Her daughter Jessica lives in Arkansas and was affected by the tornadoes.
Was she affected by the
Yes. So we always send our thoughts and
That's
prayers.
always horrible, man.
Yeah.
And that seemed like it's been a lot
There's
of
been
them
a lot of them
lately,
that-
and
yeah.
that's really done some
We've been lucky because, or blessed, you better say
damage,
blessed.
and people dying.
They've
That's just-
skipped around us
Yes.
and not,
and
we
you
haven't
feel
had anything
sorry
bad.
for them, you just think, oh God,
Yeah.
what it would feel like, if it,
Oh, I
if
can't
it was our
imagine.
home, or, it's just,
Well, she
you
said her
can't
daughter,
imagine.
Jessica, and her family, they were not at home, thank God, but their house is a total
oh, no,
loss,
that's
total
horrible.
damage. but they're just thankful. I mean, those things can be replaced. They can't. Another follower that we have is Jeff Flowers from Sulphur.
Uh-huh.
And he and his wife and a couple of friends are coming.
Louisiana, Sulphur?
No, Sulphur, Oklahoma. They're coming to our
question
answer. Tornadoes went through their area and through Oklahoma. Said that they were not affected, but many of the houses in their neighborhoods were, and like some of the places in town are destroyed. So we do send our thoughts and prayers.
Yeah. I feel for anybody that has to go through that. We've been in an earthquake, but not a major, and that was scary enough.
Yeah.
Lainey and I were in
California,
in a tornado when she was not quite 3. I believe she was 2.
Y'all were in the Walmart, weren't you?
We were at Walmart in Hernando, and it was almost Christmas. We had gone to take Santa Claus pictures, and it was exceptionally, it was hot. It wasn't warm that day, it was hot. This was about a week before Christmas, and she and I went to Walmart to get some stuff, and it was starting to rain. It was nighttime, and we were in there, and the sirens started going off. They locked the store down. They made everybody go back to the back, and I had her in a basket. And I remember this older man and woman, I had started crying, getting upset because you could hear the roof and stuff. It taking part of it down. It was hitting.
That's a horrible feeling.
This older man and woman told Lainey to lay down in the basket and for me to hold on to it, and he was a really big, tall guy, and they laid across the basket and held so that I could keep her in the basket and not
nothing would hit her.
But we had people having severe panic attacks from the storm and all of that, but it was scary. And they said that a tornado did touch down like a few miles down the highway, and it was just winds that hit where we were, but it was scary.
I remember some storms at Graceland, facts. One time me and Elvis went out and was watching, the clouds, and they were lightning. Boy, one, struck like down and thunder real loud. And, he kind of looked at me and I looked at him, and we turned around and went back in.
Y'all had a great place though, because down in the pool room, that was kind of under. Did a great place to be.
He always he was a little leery of storms.
I was in the grocery store. I told you about it about a week ago, and all of a sudden I was back in the meat department, and all of a sudden the lights went out, and I don't know.
You grabbed the meat and ran.
No, no, I grabbed my gun because I carry my gun with me. Thank you. And because I didn't know, the first thing I thought of was maybe somebody going to open fire in there or something. So I was fixing to get back into the butcher area with my gun, but it scared me.
I have a follower on you, or I say we, but I'm just looking at comments. It's at Kitty Gorski 7471. And she said, Billy and Joe, I have a video to send to you. It is Elvis, Linda, Lisa, and I believe it's Billy and Joe. It's from 1974 in an electrical store where you would shop, and Elvis was shopping for a chandelier because he was remodeling his dining room. And she asked if she can send us the video. You can if you want to email it, because I don't think Messenger on Facebook will let you. Kitty, I don't think it'll let you, so you can email it if you want to email it to my email. I'll put it out there. It's
I'd love to see it.
Danny DANI _row ROWE 12 at Yahoo. So Danny _row 12@yahoo.com. And if you want to email it to me, put in the subject line EFM or EFM video, because I filter and sort that way. And I'd love to get it to them so that we can take a look at it.
Yeah, I'd love to see it. I know there's one out of us at a furniture store, and it was Billy, me, Linda came out with Lisa and me. We came out on the same side, and Elvis came out and Billy on the other side. But I can remember.
I actually think I went out first.
You may have.
And I think I opened the door.
I think you did. And then Elvis came out.
And y'all came out.
That's the one where Billy and Elvis were laying up in the model bed. Elvis was laying and had his legs crossed, and him and Billy were just laying there looking up, talking to each other. We were out furniture shopping, and those dummies got in the bed and just laid down, and the salesman even brought them a Coke. They were laying up there, drinking the Coke and talking like they were at home.
I mean, how many times does Elvis Presley go into a shop, and
yeah.
They would just tickle he was there.
Yeah, because they were probably more tickled when we left.
Yeah, oh yes, ain't no doubt about that.
That's when he refurnished our trailer and bought all that furniture.
Yeah, he bought some stuff for
Graceland. He bought some stuff for Graceland, and I mean, but just think about it. If a customer walks in, there lays Elvis and Billy up in the middle of their bed, in the middle of their bedroom set up, drinking Coke. That's something that you wouldn't see every day, would you?
No. I know one time we went to this store and it had some crystal stuff and all, and he was picking out, I want that and want that, and he said, write it down so I can write it fast enough.
Because they wanted it all.
What it is, how much it costs and all that, so I finally just said, heck, it'll get there and I'll pay for it. I can't remember all the stuff.
I remember when all that came out, and you said, and that's when Ellis said, he don't never forget nothing. Billy said, okay, let me look. Okay, where's the monkey? Because y'all had bought that monkey. And Elvis said, white monkey that's in Graceland now, as far as I know. And Elvis said, he don't forget nothing.
He didn't know that
He didn't know.
There was some things I couldn't remember for sure, but it was fun,
Well, we would love to see that video, so if you can email it there.
I'd love to.
If you can't get the email to go through, let me know. Email me there, but please put in the subject line EFM, because I filter by that.
You talk so fast, how I can keep up with it.
What's that? The email address?
Yeah.
Okay.
I can,
Danny, DANI _row, ROWE 12@yahoo.com. So Danny _row at 12. Danny _row 12. I'll get it right.
Come on, spit it out.
No, you said speed up. I mean, slow down.
I did not say slow down.
Slow down, and now it's spit it out.
He said spit it out.
So Danny _row 12@yahoo.com, and put EFM in the subject line.
There we go. I hope you got that. I didn't. She talks fast.
I think it's on the EFM channel too.
It is. It's on the EFM page.
For the rest of this video, more of your questions, more answers, and a whole lot more fun, join us next week on Sunday for an all-new video with EFM Elvis Fans Matter.
Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and share. Thanks for watching.